You ever felt like someone was trying to dim your light? Like they were jealous of your kindness, your strength, and the way people are drawn to you? If so, you might be a chosen one, and guess what? That makes you a target for narcissists. Narcissists see your light, and instead of being inspired by it, they want to destroy it. They're threatened by your confidence, your goodness, and the power you carry within you. This is the secret battle no one talks about, the battle between the chosen one and the narcissist. And trust me, it's war time. In this video, we're going deep into this hidden war. You'll learn why narcissists are obsessed with breaking the chosen one, the sneaky tactics they use to manipulate and control, and most importantly, how you can fight back and win. But before we dive in, I want you to know something. You are not alone in this fight. We are a community of chosen ones standing strong together. So if you've ever been made to feel small, if someone has tried to dim your light, you've found your people. Hit that subscribe button, join our family, and let's lift each other up. Show some love in the comments. Share your story, your strength, and your wisdom. And make sure you stay till the end, because I'm going to reveal the one thing that narcissists absolutely cannot stand, and it's something every chosen one needs to know. Let's get into it. There's a quiet battle happening, one that most people don't even notice. But if you're a chosen one, you've felt it. It's the unseen war between the chosen one and the narcissist. This battle isn't fought with fists or weapons. It's a battle of energy, emotions, and power. The chosen one stands out without even trying. They have a kind heart, a wise mind, and a strong spirit. People are drawn to them because of their goodness and the light they bring into the world. But this same light also attracts something darker: the narcissist. A narcissist is someone who craves attention and control. They want to feel powerful, but deep down, they're full of insecurity and fear. When they see a chosen one, they see everything they wish they could be. The chosen one's confidence, kindness, and positive energy make the narcissist feel small. And that's where the conflict begins. Here's the part that nobody talks about. Narcissists are obsessed with the chosen one's energy. It's like a moth being drawn to a flame. They want that light, but instead of admiring it, they try to steal it. They do this by breaking the chosen one down through criticism, manipulation, and lies. They'll twist words, play mind games, and make the chosen one question their own worth. But why does this always happen? It's because the chosen one's presence reminds the narcissist of their own emptiness. The love and strength the chosen one carries highlight the narcissist's lack of those things. The more the chosen one shines, the more the narcissist feels threatened, and their only way to feel powerful is to try and dim that light. This war isn't loud. It happens in whispers, in silent looks, in small, painful moments. And the hardest part? Many chosen ones don't even realize they're in a battle until they're already hurt and drained. But there's one thing the narcissist forgets. The chosen one's light doesn't come from anyone else. It's their own strength, their own power. And no matter how much a narcissist tries to take it away, the chosen one's spirit always finds a way to shine again. This unseen war is real, but the chosen one was born to win. There's a reason why narcissists target the chosen one, and it's not because they're strong, it's because they're afraid. Afraid of the power the chosen one carries, the kind of strength that doesn't need to shout to be heard or control to feel important. This fear is what drives the endless power struggle between the two. A narcissist thrives on control. They want to be the center of attention, the one everyone admires and listens to. But when a chosen one walks into the room, everything changes. The chosen one doesn't fight for attention. They attract it naturally. Their energy is calm yet powerful. Their kindness is genuine, and their wisdom speaks louder than words. People respect them without being forced to, and that terrifies the narcissist. Here's the truth: the narcissist doesn't want you to know. They see your strength and it makes them feel weak. They fear your independence because it means they can't control you. They fear your confidence because it makes their false bravado look small. And they fear your light because it exposes their darkness. This fear turns into a need to break you down. The narcissist will start small, aimed with subtle insults, backhanded compliments, and little digs disguised as jokes. They'll try to make you question yourself, your worth, and your decisions, because if they can shake your confidence, they feel more powerful. But the power struggle doesn't stop there. The more you stay true to yourself, the harder they fight to control you. They'll gaslight you, twist your words, and create drama where there is none, all to pull you into their web of manipulation. Because deep down, they know one thing: as long as you believe in your own strength, they can't win. But here's the thing about the chosen one: their strength doesn't come from ego, it comes from their heart, their experience, and their unshakable spirit. And no matter how hard the narcissist tries to break them, the chosen one always rises. In this battle of power, the narcissist's greatest fear becomes their reality, because a chosen one who knows their strength is unstoppable. The most dangerous attacks aren't always the loud ones. Sometimes the worst battles happen in silence. That's exactly how a narcissist operates. Their war isn't fought with fists or words. It's fought through manipulation, confusion, and control. And the chosen one, with their light and strength, becomes their favorite target. A narcissist's strategy is carefully planned and silent, designed to break you without you even realizing it. It starts small, with gaslighting. They'll twist your words and deny things they said or did, making you question your own memory and reality. You'll start wondering, did I overreact? Or maybe it really was my fault. This is exactly what they want, to make you doubt yourself so they can stay in control. Once they've planted that seed of doubt, they move to the next tactic: emotional sabotage. They'll play with your feelings, giving you affection one moment and coldness the next. One day, you're their favorite person, and the next, they're distant and dismissive. This keeps you constantly seeking their approval, trying to get back to that good version of them. But it's all part of their game. And then there's the smear campaign. When they feel their control slipping, they start working behind the scenes, spreading lies about you to friends, family, and anyone who will listen. They paint themselves as the victim and you as the problem. So by the time you realize what's happening, you're already isolated. But the most dangerous part of the narcissist's silent attack, it's invisible. You don't see it happening until you're already drained, doubting yourself and feeling alone. And that's exactly what they want. Because the more broken you are, the easier you are to control. But here's what they forget. The chosen one's strength is not easily destroyed. Once you see through their tactics, their power starts to crumble. And when you reclaim your confidence and your light, there's nothing they can do to stop you. The silent attack may be their greatest weapon, but your self-awareness is the shield that makes you unstoppable. There's something about the chosen one that shines without effort, a light that comes from their heart, their authenticity, and their deep sense of purpose. This light draws people in. It brings warmth, comfort, and hope, but not everyone is drawn to it with good intentions. For the narcissist, this light is a direct threat, one that exposes their darkness and shakes their fragile ego. The chosen one stands out not because they try to, but because of who they are. They're compassionate, kind, and real. They don't wear masks or pretend to be something they're not. They speak truthfully, live purposefully, and love deeply. This authenticity is rare and it's powerful. It makes people feel safe and inspired, but for a narcissist it feels like an attack. Why? Because a narcissist's entire identity is built on falsehood and insecurity. They create a version of themselves that's designed to impress others. But underneath that mask lies fear, emptiness, and self-doubt. When the chosen one enters their life, that mask starts to slip. The chosen one's honesty highlights the narcissist's lies. Their confidence exposes the narcissist's deep-rooted insecurity. Their compassion reveals the narcissist's lack of empathy. This is where the battle begins. The narcissist feels exposed and threatened, but instead of facing their own darkness, they try to destroy the light that revealed it. They'll criticize the chosen one's kindness, calling it weakness. They'll mock their purpose, trying to make them feel small. They'll twist their words and question their intentions, hoping to plant seeds of doubt. But here's the truth the narcissist can't accept. The chosen one's light doesn't come from anyone else. It's their own power. It's built from their experiences, their pain, their growth, and their love. It's not something the narcissist can take away, no matter how hard they try. The more the chosen one stays true to themselves, the more the narcissist's darkness rises. They become more controlling, more manipulative, more desperate to dim that light. But in doing so, they only reveal their own weakness, because the one thing a narcissist can't handle is someone who doesn't need their approval to shine. This is why the chosen one's light is so dangerous to them. It reminds the narcissist of everything they wish they could be, and instead of growing, they choose destruction. But the chosen one's light isn't easily extinguished. No amount of lies, manipulation, or cruelty can destroy a spirit built on truth and love. And when the chosen one realizes their own strength, they become unstoppable, not just surviving the narcissist's attacks, but rising above them, shining brighter than ever. In this battle between light and darkness, the narcissist's fear will always betray them, and the chosen one's light will always prevail. The chosen one's journey is one of growth, evolution, and purpose. They're constantly learning, improving, and becoming a better version of themselves. This kind of progress takes courage. The courage to face their flaws, heal their wounds, and chase their dreams. It's a beautiful, powerful transformation. But for a narcissist, it's a nightmare. Narcissists live in a world of stagnation and fear. They crave admiration, but refuse to do the inner work needed to truly earn it. Instead, they build a false image, one based on appearances, manipulation, and control. They want people to believe they're powerful and successful, even when they're not. So when the chosen one starts growing and evolving in a real, undeniable way, the narcissist's jealousy explodes. This jealousy isn't just a passing feeling, it's a deep, consuming rage. The narcissist sees the chosen one achieving things they can't. They watch as the chosen one becomes more confident, more respected, and more loved. And instead of being happy for them, they feel threatened, because every step forward the chosen one takes reminds the narcissist of their own failure to grow. That's when the sabotage begins. The narcissist can't stand to see the chosen one shine, so they try to dim their light. They'll downplay the chosen one's successes, saying things like, "It's not that big of a deal," or "You just got lucky." They'll spread rumors and lies, trying to turn others against the chosen one. They might even steal ideas or take credit for the chosen one's work. Anything to stay in the spotlight. But the worst attack comes when the chosen one refuses to stop growing. The more they rise, the more desperate the narcissist becomes. They'll criticize, manipulate, and gaslight, all in an effort to break the chosen one's spirit. Because if they can't succeed, they'll do everything they can to keep the chosen one from succeeding too. But here's the truth, the chosen one's growth is unstoppable. Their success isn't built on ego, it's built on hard work, self-awareness, and a genuine desire to become better. And no amount of jealousy or sabotage can take that away. In the end, the narcissist's envy only reveals their own weakness. And the chosen one? They keep growing, shining, and evolving, leaving the narcissist behind in their own darkness. Love and loyalty should be sources of strength, safety, and connection, but in the hands of a narcissist, they become weapons of control. The chosen one, with their compassionate heart and deep sense of empathy, often becomes the perfect target. Because where most people see love as a gift, a narcissist sees an opportunity. From the start, a narcissist studies their target. They learn the chosen one's hopes, fears, and desires. They mirror their kindness, making it seem like they've finally found someone who understands them. This phase, often called love bombing, feels magical. The narcissist showers the chosen one with attention, praise, and affection, but it's not real love, it's bait. Once the chosen one is emotionally invested, the game changes. The affection becomes inconsistent. The praise turns into criticism. The warmth fades into coldness. And when the chosen one asks what's wrong, the narcissist blames them. You're too sensitive, you're overreacting, or you're never satisfied. This is emotional manipulation designed to make the chosen one doubt their own feelings. Loyalty becomes another battlefield. The chosen one's commitment is twisted into a chain. The narcissist demands their loyalty but offers none in return. They use guilt, shame, and fear to keep the chosen one under control. After everything I've done for you, you owe me, or if you really loved me, you'd do this. And because the chosen one values love and connection, they hold on, even when it hurts. The narcissist knows this and uses it against them. They create situations where the chosen one must prove their love by sacrificing their boundaries, happiness, and well-being. But here's the truth. Real love doesn't demand your pain. It doesn't weaponize your loyalty or punish your empathy. And when the chosen one recognizes this, they start reclaiming their power, breaking free from the emotional battlefield and choosing themselves. One of the most dangerous weapons in a narcissist's arsenal is the smear campaign, a silent, calculated attack designed to destroy the chosen one's reputation. It happens behind closed doors, in whispers and side conversations, where the chosen one can't defend themselves. By the time they realize what's happening, the damage is often already done. The narcissist starts by playing the victim. They tell people how difficult, selfish, or unstable the chosen one is, but they don't do it in an obvious way. They're masters of manipulation. They'll drop hints, fake concern, and share half-truths designed to make people doubt the chosen one's character. I don't want to say anything bad, but I'm really worried about them. Or, I hate to bring this up, but they've been acting so strange lately. These lies spread like wildfire. And because the narcissist is often charming and persuasive, people believe them. Friends become distant. Opportunities disappear. The chosen one starts to notice cold stares and awkward silences, but they don't know why. And that confusion, that's exactly what the narcissist wants. For the chosen one to feel isolated and powerless. When the chosen one tries to confront the situation, things get even worse. The narcissist will deny everything, making the chosen one seem paranoid or overreactive. They'll twist the story to make themselves look innocent. I was only trying to help. Or, I don't know why they're so angry with me. This gaslighting deepens the confusion and makes the chosen one question their own reality. But the most painful part of a smear campaign is when people the chosen one loves turn against them. The narcissist will target mutual friends, family members, and even colleagues, anyone who could take the chosen one's side. By the end of it, the chosen one often feels completely alone. Yet, despite the pain, there's one thing the narcissist can't destroy: the truth. The chosen one's character, integrity, and light will always shine through, even when others can't see it yet. And when the smear campaign falls apart, as it always does, the the chosen one's resilience becomes even more powerful, a strength no lie can ever break. Gaslighting is one of the most dangerous and damaging weapons a narcissist uses. And the worst part? It happens so slowly and subtly that the chosen one often doesn't even realize it's happening until they're trapped in self-doubt. It starts with small lies and denials. The chosen one brings up something hurtful the narcissist said or did, and the response is immediate. That never happened, or you're imagining things. At first, it's confusing, but because the chosen one wants to believe the best, they brush it off. But then it happens again, and again. The narcissist twists conversations and rewrites history, making the chosen one feel like they're losing their grip on reality. "I never said that," they insist, even when the chosen one remembers the words clearly. "You're too sensitive," they add, making the chosen one question their own feelings. Over time, this constant denial and blame create a fog of confusion. The chosen one starts second-guessing themselves. Maybe I did overreact. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong, or maybe it really is my fault. And that's exactly where the narcissist wants them, unsure and vulnerable, but the mind games don't stop there. The narcissist will alternate between kindness and cruelty, making the chosen one doubt their own judgment. One day they're loving and supportive, the next they're distant and cold. This unpredictability keeps the chosen one off balance, always trying to win back the warmth they once knew. In this trap, the chosen one's confidence crumbles. They start apologizing for things they didn't do, changing their behavior to avoid conflict, and walking on eggshells just to keep the peace. And the more they doubt themselves, the more power the narcissist gains. But here's the truth. The chosen one's reality is not a lie. Their feelings are valid. Their experiences are real. And the moment they start trusting their own truth again, the gaslighting loses its hold, and the chosen one reclaims their power. There comes a moment, a powerful, life-changing moment, when the chosen one finally sees the truth. After all the confusion, self-doubt, and emotional exhaustion, the mask the narcissist wears starts to slip. And once the chosen one sees what's really behind it, everything changes. It often happens after one too many lies or one too many betrayals. Maybe it's a cruel remark disguised as a joke, an obvious contradiction in their story, or the sudden realization that love shouldn't feel this painful. Whatever it is, it shakes the chosen one awake, and they start piecing together the signs they ignored for so long. The gaslighting, the manipulation, the smear campaigns, it all becomes clear. And with that clarity comes a wave of anger and sadness, but also strength. The chosen one, finally, understands that the person they cared for never truly existed. Only the illusion the narcissist created to keep them under control. But here's where the true awakening begins. When the chosen one stops playing the game. They stop defending themselves against lies. They stop explaining their feelings to someone who never cared to understand them. They stop seeking validation from the very person who worked so hard to tear them down. This shift terrifies the narcissist. They thrive on control and attention, and when the chosen one pulls away, the narcissist's world starts to crumble. They'll try to pull the chosen one back in, with guilt, love bombing, or threats. But it's too late. The chosen one has seen the truth, and there's no going back. With this awakening comes a quiet, unstoppable power. The chosen one starts rebuilding their confidence, setting boundaries, and reclaiming their life. And as they rise from the ashes of manipulation, they become something the narcissist can never destroy: free. Breaking free from a narcissist's grip isn't just an escape, It's the beginning of a powerful transformation. After the manipulation, the gaslighting, and the emotional warfare, the chosen one stands at rock bottom. But here's the truth. Rock bottom is where the comeback begins. At first, the pain is overwhelming. The chosen one feels broken and exhausted, questioning everything, their worth, their judgment, even their reality. The scars left by the narcissist run deep, and the loneliness can feel unbearable. But in that silence, something incredible happens. Healing begins. The chosen one starts by reclaiming their truth. No longer twisted by lies or self-doubt, they begin to trust their own voice again. They reflect on everything they endured and realize that none of it was their fault. The gaslighting, the blame, the cruelty, those were reflections of the narcissist's darkness, not the chosen one's worth. As clarity sets in, so does self-discovery. The chosen one starts to remember who they were before the manipulation, their passions, their dreams, their strength. They begin to explore new interests, set new goals, and rediscover their own identity. Every small step forward becomes a victory, proof that they are rebuilding a life on their own terms. One of the most powerful parts of this comeback is setting boundaries. The chosen one learns to say no without guilt and yes to their own needs. They no longer accept toxic behavior, and they recognize the red flags they once ignored. This new strength keeps them safe, ensuring they never fall into the same trap again. The chosen one also starts to surround themselves with love, real love. They find support in friends, family, and communities that uplift them. They seek out people who see their light and encourage their growth. And through these connections, the chosen one feels seen and valued in ways the narcissist never allowed. As they heal, something extraordinary happens. They transform. The pain they endured becomes a source of wisdom. The battles they fought become proof of their resilience, and the strength they rebuild becomes an unstoppable force. The chosen one rises from the ashes, not just whole, but stronger than ever before. But the greatest part of this comeback, the chosen one's light shines brighter than ever. The very thing that triggered the narcissist's darkness, their authenticity, compassion, and purpose, becomes their greatest weapon. No one can dim their light now. And when the narcissist looks back, hoping to see the broken soul they left behind, they're met with something unexpected, a warrior standing tall, unshaken, and ready to conquer the world. For all their arrogance and their desperate need for control, narcissists are fighting a battle they can never win. They spend their lives building a false image, one of power, perfection, and superiority. But beneath that mask lies a fragile, insecure ego. And no matter how hard they try to dominate and manipulate others, their obsession with control always leads to their own downfall. At first, the narcissist seems untouchable. They charm their way into people's lives, presenting themselves as confident, kind, and even loving. But this is just the bait. Once they feel secure in their position, their true nature starts to emerge. The need for control, the constant criticism, the gaslighting, and the emotional games. It's a slow and calculated attack designed to weaken their target and keep them dependent. But here's the thing, control comes at a cost. The more the narcissist tries to dominate, the more cracks start to show in their carefully built facade. Their lies pile up, their manipulations become obvious, and eventually the people around them start seeing the truth. The chosen one, the person they tried so hard to break, is often the first to recognize these patterns and step away from the chaos. When the chosen one walks away, the real unraveling begins. The narcissist's power depends entirely on the control and attention they get from others. Without that supply, their world starts to crumble. They'll try everything to pull the chosen one back in. Love bombing, guilt trips, and even threats. But when those tactics fail, desperation takes over. This is when the narcissist often resorts to smear campaigns and character attacks. They spread lies and paint themselves as the victim, hoping to turn others against the chosen one. But the more they push this narrative, the more obvious their manipulation becomes. People start seeing through the stories and recognizing the pattern of destruction that follows the narcissist wherever they go. And then comes the isolation. As more people wake up to their behavior, the narcissist loses their support system. Their need to control and dominate leaves them alienated and alone. The relationships they once used to fuel their ego fall apart because nobody wants to live in a constant state of fear and manipulation. But the most devastating part of their downfall, they never change. Narcissists refuse to take responsibility for their actions, always blaming others for their problems. This keeps them trapped in their own misery, unable to grow or heal. While the chosen one moves forward, finding strength, love, and success, the narcissist remains stuck in their cycle of destruction. In the end, their obsession with control becomes their own undoing, the very thing they fear the most. Being powerless and alone becomes their reality. And as they watch the chosen one rise, stronger and more radiant than ever, they're left with nothing but the wreckage of the empire they tried to build on lies and manipulation. This is why the narcissist always loses, not because someone defeated them, but because their own actions lead to their collapse. And when the mask finally falls, the world sees them for what they truly are, not powerful, but empty. There's an invisible battle happening every time a narcissist crosses paths with a chosen one. It's not a fight of words or actions, it's a war of energy. And the strangest part? The chosen one doesn't even know they're winning. Without even trying, they drain the narcissist's power, leaving them feeling defeated, insecure, and exposed. But how does this happen? It all starts with the energy the chosen one carries. Chosen ones are often filled with authenticity, light, and purpose. They radiate kindness, strength, and an inner peace that comes from being true to themselves. And this kind of energy is pure and powerful, and it attracts people naturally. But while most people feel inspired by it, narcissists feel threatened. A narcissist's energy is the complete opposite. It's rooted in fear, insecurity, and a constant need for validation. They survive by draining the energy of others, feeding off attention, admiration, and control. But when they encounter the chosen one's strength and independence, something shifts. The chosen one doesn't play their games. They don't seek approval or fall for manipulation. And that's when the narcissist starts to lose their grip. Here's the twist. The more the narcissist tries to control the chosen one, the weaker they become. Why? Because the chosen one's light exposes the narcissist's darkness. Their honesty reveals the narcissist's lies. Their self-love highlights the narcissist's self-hate. Their calm confidence shatters the illusion of power the narcissist tries to maintain. It's like holding up a mirror, and the narcissist can't stand what they see. As the chosen one stands firm in their truth, the narcissist grows more desperate. They push harder, using gaslighting, guilt, and manipulation, but none of it sticks. The chosen one's energy remains steady and unshaken, and with every failed attempt to control them, the narcissist's frustration turns into exhaustion. This is the true energy war, a battle between light and darkness, strength and fear. And in the end, the narcissist's own need for power becomes their downfall. The more they fight, the more they drain themselves. And the chosen one, they keep shining without even trying. The battle between the chosen one and the narcissist isn't just about toxic relationships or emotional manipulation. It's much bigger than that. This conflict goes beyond everyday struggles. It's a spiritual war between light and darkness, good and evil, authenticity and illusion. And if you've ever found yourself locked in this battle, You know how intense and draining it can be. But why does this happen? Why are chosen ones always targeted by narcissists? The answer lies in the spiritual energy each one carries. The chosen one is a beacon of light. They possess an inner wisdom, compassion, and strength that makes them stand out. They often have a strong sense of purpose and a natural ability to uplift and inspire others. Their energy is pure, radiant, and healing. This light isn't just, it's a spiritual force that attracts both those who seek healing and those who seek to destroy it. On the other side is the narcissist, who represents darkness and chaos. But this darkness isn't power, it's emptiness, a void created by fear, insecurity, and a lack of true self-awareness. Narcissists build false identities to hide their pain and project an image of control and superiority. Deep down, however, they feel powerless and desperate for energy, and that's where the chosen one comes in. When light and darkness meet, there's an immediate reaction. The narcissist is drawn to the chosen one's energy like a moth to a flame, not out of love or admiration, but out of a need to consume and control. The chosen one's authenticity reminds the narcissist of everything they lack: peace, love, and true self-worth. Instead of being inspired by this, the narcissist feels threatened and driven to destroy what they cannot possess. This is why the relationship turns into a spiritual battlefield. The narcissist uses manipulation, gaslighting, and emotional sabotage as their weapons. They twist love and loyalty into tools of control and try to dim the chosen one's light. But here's the thing: light always exposes darkness. The more the narcissist attacks, the more their true nature is revealed. And the more the chosen one stands in their power, the harder it becomes for the narcissist to maintain their illusion. But this battle isn't just personal, it's part of a larger spiritual mission. Chosen ones are often placed in the lives of narcissists to trigger a transformation, either by showing them the path to healing or by exposing their destructive behavior. Sometimes the chosen one's strength forces the narcissist to face their own darkness, though not all of them choose to change. For the chosen one, this journey is about spiritual growth. The pain, betrayal, and challenges they face push them towards self-discovery and empowerment. They learn to set boundaries, trust their intuition, and embrace their purpose. And as they rise from the ashes of this battle, they become even more powerful and radiant. In the end, this conflict is about more than just two people. It's about the eternal struggle between light and darkness. And no matter how intense the battle gets, light always prevails. The chosen one's journey isn't just about surviving, it's about transforming and shining brighter than ever before. At first, the battle between the chosen one and the narcissist feels like pure destruction. The pain runs deep. The betrayals, manipulation, and emotional warfare leave scars that seem impossible to heal. But what if this pain is actually a gift in disguise? What if every attack, every moment of doubt, is shaping the chosen one into someone stronger, wiser, and more powerful than ever before? This painful war isn't just about surviving the narcissist's control, it's about transformation. The chosen one gains something priceless from this experience: growth, wisdom, and inner strength. And though it hurts, the lessons learned become the foundation for their true purpose and power. One of the greatest lessons is self-awareness. The narcissist's constant attempts to twist reality and distort the truth force the chosen one to dig deep and find their own inner voice. Through the gaslighting and lies, they learn to trust their intuition, to believe in their own experiences even when someone tries to convince them otherwise. This newfound self-awareness becomes their guiding light, leading them through future challenges with clarity and confidence. Another powerful lesson is boundaries. The chosen one often starts this journey with an open heart, full of love, compassion, and empathy. But the narcissist uses these very qualities as weapons, turning kindness into weakness and loyalty into control. Through this pain, the chosen one learns the importance of protecting their energy. They understand that not everyone deserves access to their heart, and setting firm boundaries isn't selfish. It's necessary for survival and growth. The chosen one also gains emotional resilience. The constant attacks on their confidence and self-worth push them to a breaking point. But they don't stay broken. Each time they rebuild themselves, they become stronger and more unshakable. They learn to face pain without fear, knowing that they can survive even the darkest moments and come out on the other side with greater courage and wisdom. Perhaps the most beautiful lesson is self-love. The narcissist's need to break down the chosen one's spirit often reveals where the cracks already exist, the insecurities, doubts, and fears they carry. But instead of letting this pain define them, the chosen one learns to embrace their worth. They start to see their own beauty, strength, and light, not through the eyes of those who seek to destroy them, but through their own self-acceptance and love. In the end, the war with the narcissist becomes a crucible for transformation. The chosen one emerges from the fire not broken but reborn, wiser, stronger, and more aligned with their true purpose. Every betrayal becomes fuel for growth, every attack becomes a lesson in power, and every scar becomes a reminder of their unbreakable spirit. This painful journey isn't just about surviving, it's about becoming the most powerful version of themselves, and that's why the chosen one always wins in the end. There comes a moment when everything changes, when the chosen one decides they've had enough. After all the manipulation, gaslighting, and pain, a quiet but unstoppable strength begins to rise within them. And when that strength reaches its peak, the battle takes its final, most dramatic turn. This is the moment of truth, the final confrontation, when the chosen one stands fully in their power and refuses to back down. For so long, the narcissist has thrived on control. They've played their games with lies, fear, and emotional sabotage. They've twisted love into a weapon and used the chosen one's loyalty against them. But here's the thing the narcissist never saw coming: the chosen one's awakening. When the chosen one finally sees through the narcissist's mask, everything shifts. The fear that once kept them silent disappears. The confusion caused by gaslighting fades, and in its place, clarity and courage take root. The narcissist senses this shift, and it terrifies them. Their greatest weapon has always been the chosen one's doubt, but now that doubt is gone. The chosen one no longer seeks validation from the narcissist. They no longer crave approval or try to fix a relationship built on lies. They choose themselves, and that's where the real power lies. When the final confrontation comes, it isn't always loud. Sometimes it's a quiet refusal to engage in the narcissist's drama, a calm but firm no more. Other times, it's the chosen one calling out the truth, exposing the narcissist's lies and manipulations for everyone to see. And sometimes, it's the most powerful move of all, walking away without looking back. But no matter how it happens, the impact is the same. The narcissist is left exposed, their tactics useless against someone who no longer fears them. The chosen one's strength becomes a mirror reflecting the narcissist's own emptiness and insecurity. And in that moment, the balance of power shifts forever. After all the chaos, pain, and manipulation, there comes a day when the battle ends. Not with a dramatic fight, but with something far more powerful: peace. This is the ultimate victory of the chosen one. It's not revenge, not proving a point, and not even exposing the narcissist's lies. It's walking away and thriving, leaving the narcissist behind in the emptiness they created. And make no mistake, this is the narcissist's greatest defeat. For so long, the narcissist has fed off the chosen one's energy. They needed the attention, the reaction, the drama. Every time the chosen one cried, begged, or tried to fix things, the narcissist felt powerful. Every time they doubted themselves or questioned their reality, because of the narcissist's gaslighting, it reinforced the narcissist's control. It was never love, it was a power game. But the game falls apart when the chosen one chooses peace. When the chosen one decides to stop engaging, the narcissist loses their supply. Suddenly their words have no effect. Their attempts to provoke fall flat. The chosen one no longer explains themselves, defends their actions, or seeks understanding. They simply walk away. And in that quiet exit, the narcissist feels the most crushing blow of all: being irrelevant. This is where the tables truly turn. The chosen one's peace is a reflection of their healing. They've faced the pain, processed the betrayal, and come out stronger. They no longer need validation from the person who tried to break them. They've found their worth within themselves. And that inner calm, it's louder than any words ever could be. Meanwhile, the narcissist is left alone with their own emptiness. Without the chosen one's energy to feed off, their world becomes a void. They search for someone else to manipulate, but it's never the same because the chosen one's light was unique, and losing it leaves a hole nothing can fill. The very thing they tried to destroy becomes the thing they miss the most. And as the chosen one thrives, building a life full of love, purpose, and joy, the narcissist watches from a distance, knowing they no longer have any power. That's the final defeat. Not being hated, not being confronted, but being completely forgotten. In the end, the chosen one's peace is the most powerful revenge. Not because it was about revenge to begin with, but because choosing happiness in spite of the pain is the greatest victory of all.